Hey everybody, welcome to the Drowning in Pools podcast. This week, as always, we have DeShon and Derek with us.
What's up, bitches?
Hello.
And myself, Cameron. I always forget to introduce myself, but that's okay.
You're the one running the channel, it's fine.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. They still don't know who I am. I press the buttons until the end of the podcast, and I don't think anybody makes it there. So,
I did go in and fix some grammar mistakes on our channel, so
appreciate it because I have terrible grammar.
Anyway,
I rushed the last episode.
it happens, man.
I could tell. It's all right. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that is exactly why you're here. That's the only reason. No. How's your week, DeShon?
Well, what did I do? I watched a bunch of movies, but I don't even remember which ones I watched because I think they were bad. I remember I watched at least 4 movies, but I only remember watching Mission Impossible Fallout.
Was that one good?
It was alright. It was okay.
Okay.
Played some more Dark Souls. I'm starting to beat I'm pretty much beating all the bosses in one go this time, so I think I might be ready to stream it. Watch more Yu-Gi-Oh! That's still terrible.
Yeah.
That's about it. I haven't really done much this week. I kind of just, I don't know. Watched a bunch of YouTube videos and shit like that, but I really haven't done much since the last podcast.
What's your favorite YouTube channel right now?
I don't know about favorite.
I'm
watching definitely Red Letter Media because I'll just put on their stuff in the background, just let that play.
Okay.
I just found this new guy called what's it fucking called? Steak something. He has this video called his name's Steak Bentley. He has a video called Metal Gear Solid 4 was a mistake, and it's 3.5 hours long.
I see.
But I watched some of his other stuff, and he's pretty good. He doesn't have a lot of followers, shockingly. He only has he's sub 7,000, which is crazy because his videos get over 200,000 views. But
does he ask for people to subscribe at the end of them?
I don't think so. I haven't noticed. I usually when a video, when the content of a video is over, I usually just cut out without listening to the end shit, without listening to the please subscribe and here's our Patreon list, shit like that. So
yeah, same. But
so let's do that at the beginning of this video. Please sub.
Right, yeah, that's what people should do.
That's what a lot of people do now, actually.
To be fair, that pisses me off because it's I haven't even seen the content that you put out yet. Don't ask me to subscribe.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I
can
agree
suck
with
ass,
that too.
so I might not want to subscribe.
Yeah, I'm the guy who watches 9 hours of YouTube a day.
Yeah.
I put watching quotes for myself because I always tune out.
I know what I watched. I watched the first half of Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's like an anthology series. Each episode's only around 15, 16 minutes. But they're all pretty good. They range from fucked up space horror to silly sci-fi stuff to campy action stuff.
Okay.
But they're all pretty good. The animation is stellar. There's one called The Witness, which is by the I want to say the guy the art director of Into the Spider-Verse. So it looks a lot like Into the Spider-Verse, but kind of better.
Okay.
It's super good. I'm only through the first 9 or 10 episodes, but this is a strong recommend. Everybody should watch this.
All right. I think I might do that. Probably not, but
we'll see.
Yeah.
I will try. It's just I'm really bad at watching movies.
Yeah. So am I. I'm not a huge fan of movies, so.
I don't like watching stuff on Netflix because I can't speed it up.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching stuff on YouTube at 2x speed, and so when I go to Netflix, everything just feels so slow.
There is a growing movement of people who do that. It's kind of
Yeah, I got it from Michael, and like, I just haven't looked back.
My friends all watch anime at 2x speed so they can binge
That's weird.
more.
Cuts the fan service in half. What's the point?
They don't.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind that really.
I wouldn't either because fuck fan service, the dumbest shit ever.
I don't need to see some chick who's of questionable age wear a bikini, you know.
That's the fun part.
So that was my week.
That's the FBI being called.
Right? Yeah.
Relax. It's always the teachers. Don't worry. It's fine.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. You're not wrong. It's just why are you teaching at the age of 19?
Real talk. I think I had a music. She was a TA, so she wasn't a full teacher. But I think she was like 22 or something. Like she was pretty much our age.
Yeah, I've had one of those before.
So it's not like too out of the.
It's not. It's not crazy. It's just. It's not really rare either, but it's uncommon. It's an uncommon item. It's
It is.
What a loot box.
Teacher assistant. Oh boy.
Uncommon. How'd your week go, Cos?
It was all right. It wasn't too bad. I'm on spring break from work today, so it's not bad. I've been doing a lot of nothing. I was supposed to put out a video like on Tuesday. It is now Friday. I was supposed to record stuff for skits. It is now Friday.
Don't worry. Don't feel bad, dude. That Bleach video is pretty much never coming out at this point. I've sat on it so long and now I kind of just hate it.
And if it makes you feel better,
you're putting that shit up by the end of April.
If it makes you feel better, the topic for this podcast, I'm essentially going to be making into a video, quote unquote. I'm still working on the script, as in I haven't opened the document yet.
Nice.
So you know.
Man, it's not that I don't want to make it. It's not that I don't have fun making them. It's just the fact that I'm playing video games.
Yeah, no, like, well, it was like going to Taekwondo for me. Like, I didn't want to go, but as soon as I got there, I had a great time. It's just like working up the will to do it.
Yeah, that is what. Yeah, because I was working on my other podcast, and I keep like starting it is the worst part, but once I get into it, I'll work on it for like 8 hours. You know.
Yeah, that's how it always was for my welcome to my ELO videos. Was like opening up the project was exciting, and then the first like 20 minutes sucked, and then like after that, I'm just like, oh, I could add this, I could add this, I could add this, and they still sucked.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
That's how that OP handshake thing happened. I was just like, I need to go to work in an hour, but I have this stuff I could do.
Just throw it together real quick.
I just threw it together. Like, there's so many things I can make better with it if I actually like spend the time. But I was just like, it just needs to come out.
I really want to learn how to do those like lens flares and shit. You know, like all the crazy, like really memey shit.
Yeah, that's the stuff I need to learn still. I need to learn to do the higher quality shit, I guess. But right now, I'm just clips, man. Just here's some clips, here's some clips, set to whatever song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I'm gonna put out a clip video. That's the one I'm gonna be working on probably today.
Yeah, I have like 4 hours of stream that I'm just gonna be condensing down into a bunch of kill streaks and just talking over it. I think.
Mine is just gonna be Rammus and Irv.
Fuck you.
I love playing that dude so much in Irv.
I know.
But so yeah, I played a bunch of video games this week. I played a little bit of D&D. I got drunk on Tuesday, super drunk on Tuesday.
Damn.
I mean, when you make a drink that has about 5 shots worth of vodka in it, and then you drink 2 of those back to back.
Sounds like you're living the dream.
Right.
It was pretty great. They're delicious. They're absolutely delicious.
That's like the only reason I drink these days is if it tastes good. I don't ever drink to get drunk.
Yeah, because like I can't drink beer because beer is fucking gross. But I'll down like a thing of vodka because there's no taste to it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I will say there are a couple of beers I like, but for the most part I agree with you.
I think like certain like craft beers are good for certain occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one that I was drinking the other day called Dragon's Milk, and that would be I know it's hilarious.
I wouldn't touch that shit with a 10-foot pole, dog.
I know you would. It's a terrible name, but
I don't drink anything called milk that isn't milk.
that's not a bad thing to
That's
live
an
by.
interesting philosophy to have.
But so it's called Dragon's Milk, and it's like got this really heavy, hearty taste, but it would be good with like meat on meat platters and things of that nature.
There's
it's not good with chicken.
Okay.
There's this one God, I want to say it's a lager. It's called Fruly, which is, I think it's a Belgian beer, but it's like strawberry flavored, and it literally just tastes like strawberry, like almost like strawberry candy. And there's like, you can barely taste the alcohol.
Nice.
It is fucking delicious, and I can't find it fucking anywhere here. I had it in Canada and can't find it since. I'm starting to question its existence.
That's funny. And then so for video games that I played this week, I played Apex, Dragon Ball Z, just a little bit. I played some Blaze Blue, some more Apex, a little bit of League, and some more Apex. Been playing a lot of Apex lately.
You really dig that game.
The game's so much fun.
I mean, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Are you excited for that new
season.
character that's supposed to be coming?
Yo, Octane, he just came out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome. He's absolutely
Nice.
awesome. He's one of the characters who has like the most different personalities than everyone else in the cast. So finally, they're getting some like other types of characters.
What are his abilities? Is it anything from like? Is it something?
So
What, yeah.
he juices himself up with his canister that makes him run fast, but it hurts his life, and he slowly regens over time.
He juices himself. What do you mean he juices himself up? Like he starts moving faster? More
Yeah, he
damage?
starts running faster.
So it's that there's a in Titanfall 2 there's a power up that's like that where you just start running hella fast.
He also has a jump pad that he throws down.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Make him bounce. Yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. And dude's hilarious. He has robot legs and normal torso.
Seems legit.
So yeah, I've been playing that game. That's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So how you been, Derek? How's your week been?
Pretty good. I played. Did I play Dragon Ball with you this week? Was that last week?
I think that was last week.
Okay. Then I mostly just played a shit ton of COD 4 Remastered because it was free on PS Plus. And I suck. But like I streamed it for like 5 hours the other day. I'm probably gonna stream some more later today.
Nice.
And I had some games where like I'd go on like 18 or 20 kill streaks and just like shove my gun up someone's asshole and pull the trigger. And like I almost single-handedly.
That's why I don't like COD.
I almost single-handedly pulled like a 20 kill difference game back from the brink by myself.
Very nice.
Oh my god! And
I know feelings like that.
yeah, it's
I
exciting.
got a lot of those in Titanfall 2 online.
I got a lot of those in Halo.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear the Master Chief Collection is coming to Steam?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I'm
Is
gonna
it
be like
really?
white on rice on that shit.
Ooh. Does the Halo 2 still have the VXR in it?
Probably not.
Yeah.
They patched that out in the Xbox, so.
I think they did, and that makes me sad.
Anyway.
I hope not, but
Yeah, I mostly just played a shit ton of that, and I'm gonna be making a video on that hopefully this week, although we'll see. And
you do work a lot.
yeah, dude, fucking work. Okay, hold on. So,
All right, here we go. Working Man's Podcast. Let's go.
like, I was like, yesterday I went into work and I was just like, fuck, I don't want to be here. And it's not like I hate work or anything. It's just like I don't want to deal with people right now. You know, like I have those days where I'm
Yeah.
like really on, and I can just be like, you know, talking to someone and be like, oh, this is fine, this is great. Like I don't mind talking to you, even if you're being a little cunt. Like it's fine. But like yesterday was not one of those days. Yesterday was one of those days I just want to be pouring drinks the entire day. And I was on cast for all 8 hours, so I had to talk to people for all 8 hours, and I was just like, I'm about to punch a bitch. Like, if someone looks at me wrong, you best bet your head is getting slammed into this metal desk. Like, fuck.
Jesus.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. And I had like the worst people who just came up and were so dismissive and like, they were just like so haughty about the way that they dealt with me. And I'm just like, you do realize that I don't have to take your money, right? Like, I don't have to give you food. You can go somewhere else. I can't say that, obviously, because I enjoy my job, but it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, not to mention my cough is still here from fucking last week. And
you do work at a theme park, so
yeah. And it's just
I expect you to be sick, like not sick, but like have a cold for like the majority of the year.
I mean, I'm not usually that bad. It's just like this throat thing specifically. Like, I can deal with like a runny nose or like not feeling great because like fuck it, I don't care. But like the throat thing just kills me because all the shit that I like to do is talking. You know, fucking streaming, singing, you know, songwriting, fucking making YouTube. Like all that shit is talking, and then my job is talking too. So if I have a sore throat, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just
I feel you.
Oh my god, I was so ready to just like, if someone gave me a reason, I was ready to go to fucking town on someone yesterday. That was basically my week though.
Alrighty.
Fuck, man.
Well, I'm glad you did something to relieve the pressure of working.
Yeah.
As throwing your what do you use, a FAMAS? What do you use in Call of Duty 4?
In COD 4, I usually use an AK.
AK. Alright. Putting an AK up someone's ass.
When you absolutely need to kill every motherfucker in a room.
Can't go wrong with an AK.
Except no substitutes.
Yeah. Which actually is a kind of nice transition into our topic for this week.
Yeah.
So, I brought this up because I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, or Modern Warfare Remastered, not Modern Warfare 2. And I was thinking, like, you know, this feels like how I remember the game being, you know? And it's like, it may not be exactly the same, like, there might be some minor differences, but this is how I remember it being in my head. And, like, it feels correct. It may not be, like, technically correct. Like, there might be some movement, whatever, or, like, some guns do, like, a little bit extra recoil here or there, but it's, like, it feels right. And I think that that's, like, the hallmark of a good remaster or a good remake, right? Is that it feels like how I remember, not necessarily it plays exactly how it was.
So what's the topic this week?
Sorry. The topic this week is we're going to be talking about remasters and what makes them good and bad.
All right. There we go.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with that. And then I was thinking about for Dragon Ball, too. You know how they, like, recreated a lot of the, like, scenes in the anime or the manga. But the art style in the game is not actually super reflective of the manga or the anime. It doesn't, like, if you put them side by side, there's a lot of difference, But people are like, oh, this looks exactly like it. It's like, no, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
But
it looks like 2D animation, but it doesn't look like Dragon Ball.
It looks like how you envisioned it in your head.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it looks like how you think it, how you remember it. And
it catches the feeling of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's close enough where you forget what Dragon Ball looks like. It's like Dragon Ball Z, the Abridged series, the first, like, couple seasons.
Yeah.
You completely forgot what the original characters sound like because they're so close.
Yeah. And with DBZ Abridged, I like when I feel like when I want to watch the series again, I just watch that because it's, you know, it's
better.
Exactly, yeah. Because I've already been fucking watching the series for damn near 20 years, right? So I don't need to really go see the episodes again. You know, there's a shorter version that gives me the same feeling without me having to sit through 5 or 6 episodes, you know.
Yeah, and
it gives me a laugh every now and then.
Right, and I'll be laughing my ass off. Yeah.
There's this creator on YouTube, Totally Not Mark, I think is his channel name.
I think I've seen some of his stuff. Yeah. He
was talking about Dragon Ball Abridged and like how it had the benefit of 20 years of story hindsight, but it crafted a much more like tellable story rather than the original Dragon Ball.
I see. Yeah.
Which is just, it was an interesting comparison. I like a lot of his videos because they're very in-depth looks at characters or something that like I normally wouldn't look at, you know?
Right.
Oh, that is one thing I missed in my week. I watched a video. We're gonna bring this up real quick. I watched a video about a guy who spent a week in VR.
A week?
Yeah, like he didn't take a headset off for a week.
Jesus Christ.
Because he wanted to test the limits of technology and where it could go in the future.
That's gotta fuck with your brain a little bit.
He said it did. It went on for I think 16 minutes episode. If you type in spent a week in VR, it'll pop up. But it's cool because he takes a couple different philosophy stances on it, and it's an interesting watch. A lot of people criticize him for it, but I mean,
I think it popped up in my recommended feed, but I was not super interested in it. But now talking about you talking about it might be might be a reason to go watch it.
Out.
Yeah, it's a cool little watch. I believe he calls up a VR teacher and talks to them about which direction VR is going in, and it's someone who teaches how to make games in VR and programs and stuff. And then so what he does is he's in VR the whole time except for when he has to make food,
use the bathroom and shit.
Yeah. So but he doesn't take the headset off. What he does is he gets a different headset that does AR, but it does it with it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it uses a shitty filter because AR is not very good yet.
Nope.
So it still looks like he still feels like he's in VR because of the filter and everything that's on the camera. But he's doing everything in life through the camera rather than through his eyes.
Why is it that if I type that into Google, it doesn't just give me the fucking video? It gives me shit tons of articles.
Because a bunch of articles
Google's pushing shit at you.
Yeah. If you type it in YouTube, it should pop up.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Well, that's what his channel's called Disrupt, right?
Yeah, I haven't pulled it up so I can watch it later.
All right. So yeah, that's all I want to mention real quick.
Yeah, I don't know
because I thought that was super interesting.
Can we go back to COD 4 really quick?
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about this game because I'm so excited to actually like a COD game again. Because I've been playing COD for probably 12 years now, and I was I was good enough to be competitive when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of strayed away from the game. I liked Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, and I didn't really care for Black Ops because they kind of fucked with sniping at the time, and I was that's all I do. So I kind of switched over to Battlefield, and I bought Black Ops, and then I bought Modern Warfare 3, and I was just well, these games are okay, they're not great, but they're pretty good. And then Black Ops 2 happened, and it reinvigorated the sniping community, and I was okay, this game's awesome. And then after that, I went to college, I think. Let's see, when did Black Ops 1 come out? 2010. So, oh god, what was the game after Black Ops 2? I think it was Advanced Warfare. Anyway, there might have been one other game. Oh no, it was Ghosts. That's what it was. It was Ghosts. And then I went off to college. Advanced Warfare came out. I bought it. My fucking piece of shit laptop couldn't run it. And then after that, I just kind of fell off of the Call of Duty scene because I didn't have a modern console. My Xbox was at home, and I wasn't gonna buy a PlayStation for the dorms or whatever. And then this came out, the remaster. And originally, you had to buy Infinite Warfare. I think was the game it was packaged with. You had to buy the.
Oh yeah, because one of the newer games came with it.
It was the Prestige Edition. You had to, or whatever. Digital Prestige or whatever. It was you had to buy Infinite Warfare to get this game, and it's no one ever gave a shit about Infinite Warfare, even though apparently the campaign was supposed to be super good. Everyone was give us COD 4, and it doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
We don't care about your new game. Give us COD 4 because that's the game we love.
we want the game that makes us have the good feelings. Yeah,
and I think. And to be fair, they kind of have updated it a bit as far as the monetization scheme because there is a loot box system. But it's not. It doesn't impact any of the older parts of the game. So, all the stuff that they've had that was in the original game is essentially not part of the loot box system.
Gotcha.
So it's all the guns that were originally in the game are still just unlocked by progressing through the levels. All the camos that were originally in the game are unlocked by doing the challenges, and they even added some stuff that was that's not part of the loot box system that is part of the game, where it's you could only get gold guns on 5 of the guns, 6 of the guns in COD 4 originally, because it was just the AK, the mini Uzi, the sniper, I think the M10, and the sniper, the Dragunov, the M10, and I think it was the M60. I could be wrong there, but it was one for each category, and now you can get gold on every single weapon, which is fucking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's they've updated a lot of stuff, and apparently they've kept a lot of the old programming glitches in the game, because there was this one glitch. And it's why if you go back to stuff from COD 4, you'll see everybody running around if they're sniping using the M40, which is the very first sniper you ever got. with an ACOG scope. It's because if you put the ACOG on the M40, it ups the damage by 5, which means that if you have stopping power, every single hit is a one-hit kill.
I see.
Jesus.
Yeah, because normally it'd do, I think, 97 damage, but that 5 damage over makes stopping power give it an extra 25 damage, so it deals a perfect 100.
I see.
Yeah, so it's like you can just fucking toe snipe people.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
And then they've also added like new weapons and stuff that are part of the so you can like unlock them. You have to build their collection, so it's like a bunch of like random shit. So like for the Rangers from Modern Warfare 2, you have to get like a sarsaparilla bottle as a melee weapon, and like you have to unlock some titles and stuff, and it's like you can do that through the loot box system. But all the actual like COD 4 shit is just strictly playing the game, and I love that. And like I shouldn't have to praise them for not fucking with the game, but I feel like I should, because it's such an industry standard at this point.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
like fucking Final Fantasy VII is gonna have a bunch of bullshit that nobody wants because it's modern.
We want a game that looks like Final Fantasy 15, but plays like Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
That's all we want.
Yep. But nope, has to make it modern. Has to make it like fucking Kingdom Hearts. Thanks, Kingdom Hearts. Thanks, Tetsuya fucking Nomura, the guy who had nothing to fucking do with Kingdom Hearts 7 besides the fucking design. Oh my god.
But
holy fuck. Like, sorry.
The one thing I'm worried about with Final Fantasy 7
it's just fucking annoying. That shit's never coming out either. That's just
no, it's not. It's gonna keep being remade until they're broke, and then once they're broke, they're gonna be like, all right, here it is. We had it out.
Yep. We finished it for the PlayStation 15.
But the thing about it that I'm worried about is that you won't get to play as all 3 characters at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you can't.
Good.
I was gonna say because you can't play Kingdom Hearts and play 3 characters at the same exact time.
Yeah.
I think they might adopt either like a Final Fantasy 15 way to deal with that, where you can issue commands to them.
Yeah, because that was pretty decent. Yeah,
or the other thing that you can do,
fucking Final Fantasy 7.
The other thing they could do is they could just like dedicate 2 buttons, like left and right on the D-pad or something, to swapping characters.
Which I would be fine with, like
because you can also swap characters, in FF15, but that was after like a patch and some DLC that you had to play.
I wouldn't be happy with it because I like my old style RPG, but at the same time, I'd be okay with it because I would get to shoot the fuck out of people with Barret, and then go run up and punch people with Tifa, and then like teleport with Cloud, and we'll be okay.
Sounds like you need to play some Dragon Quest 11. That game is the shit. Anyway,
I might just have to.
Yeah, but you know what game I've heard. I haven't played either the original or the remake, but I've heard just nothing but bad things. It's the fucking Crash Bandicoot remakes that came out last year.
I've heard bad to middling things.
Well, it's like you know what they did that pissed people off was they removed so in platformers there's this thing that developers like internally call Coyote time, and that's where you have an extra like second after you jump off a platform to like jump. You're not directly affected by gravity.
Oh yeah. Okay. I haven't played them, but I own the game, so I from looking at it, I didn't know what. I didn't know that was changed.
Yeah.
Because one of the big things you could do is you could slide off an edge and then jump.
Yeah. So in the older games, apparently that was present, but in the newer ones, it's not.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay, that really does suck.
And it's like.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff about like the way you land can kind of fuck up. Where you're gonna be.
The reason why that's all happening is because I was listening to a interview about this. So in the old game, your footing, your ground, wherever your character was a square, a box, right? Mm-hmm. Now, since we have higher res, you can figure out where your feet are and everything like that, and there's better ability to figure out where your character is supposed to be and whatnot. They don't give you as big of a hitbox to just be running around and stuff like that. So
I still think that's kind of stupid.
If in the old games you could put your heels at the very edge of a jump, your entire feet will be off the edge, but you'll still be standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a staple for platformers, you know?
Yeah.
There's
Like,
that
even-
that invisible pixel you're standing on, like in fighting games. Like people, like if you took invisible pixels out of fighting games, it would totally kill a lot of the excitement of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like even today, like Dark Souls isn't a platformer, but like there are tons of times where you're standing off the edge and your toe is holding on for dear
Yep.
life.
Even with fucking Dark Souls is like weird ass hitboxes. Like there's a hitbox that does damage and there's a hitbox that hits but does no damage, where the fucking enemy just takes a hit but doesn't like take any damage from it. You know, so even that kind of stuff, it's like, oh fuck. I mean, I didn't get hit. I stopped him from killing my ass, but he's fine still. You know, so there's little details that really bring out the excitement of these things.
And I don't know, it's stuff like that where it's like I think the feel of the game should be untouched. As far as
it's a good remaster.
COD 4. Go ahead.
Chrono Trigger
Spyro.
on
Spyro. Spyro is a good remaster.
I mean, I'm not sure because once that came out, nobody was talking about it. It feels so.
Yeah,
I
that's because it wasn't bad or wasn't good.
It was just Spyro
it was,
again.
Yeah, the reason why I think no one was like hyping it up as much is because the art style changed too much for people.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard. That people just weren't really feeling how it looked.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. It's just the only thing that I don't like about it is again the art style. Like I everything in the game feels great. It feels just like the old game. There's a lot of newer stuff. It looks better, but the art style I do not.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
But I mean, I feel like that's a good remaster then, right? Because it's like it feels how you remember.
Yeah, everything feels exactly how you remember. The only thing that changed was the art style. And I feel like that's the reason why people dropped off of it more, because Spyro was all about their aesthetics. Like all the stuff was really fancy in that kind of way.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that game?
I think it's just a little too saturated, in my opinion. Everything looks a little too wet.
I mean, I never gave a shit about Spyro, so none of this affects me.
I love Spyro so much. It's one of my favorite games.
Okay, it was those two. That's what I thought.
What two?
Crash Bandicoot Purple and Spyro Orange on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play those games?
Nope.
I was just told they exist.
Basically, it was a crossover between Spyro and Crash.
That's crazy. But you know what? That makes sense. Those
Yeah.
were like the two biggest PS1, or were they PS1?
Yeah, they were PS1.
Yeah, they were like two of the biggest PS1 titles. So
Yeah, so like, Crash went into Spyro's world, and I think Spyro went into Crash's world, and it was a Game Boy Advance game. I want to say Spyro Orange is the one I had. But like I didn't know anything about the franchises. It was fun. I never got around to beating it because I was like 8 and didn't like challenge. So, but
Gotcha.
it was fun.
we're speaking about PlayStation Game Boy games. I think I'm the only person in existence who played the fuck out of Tekken Advanced.
Probably.
That sounds absolutely terrible.
When I did not have my hands on that fucking PlayStation controller playing Tekken 3, I was playing Tekken Advanced on my Game Boy at school or on the bus or some shit. That game was fucking awful. It's so bad. It's like the characters only come in 2 like monochrome colors, and it's supposed to be like Tekken 3, but it's just bad and slow, and the sound is terrible, and the movement is terrible. It's a disaster.
There's so many games from my childhood that I swear are good because I just put so much time into them that everything feels okay.
Yeah.
You know what's one of them? Heavenly Sword.
Fuck Heavenly Sword! No! It was garbage.
That game I thought was amazing
It was bad.
until like
Oh, this game.
I thought that game felt amazing until like my 4th time playing it, where I'm like, this game had a lot of problems.
Fucking Cameron tried to get me to play this bullshit, and let me tell you, It was a struggle.
It was we made it through the entire game.
No, we didn't.
I did. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say we made it through like an hour and a half, and I was done. I was so fucking annoyed by that point that I didn't even want to play anymore. I
finished it.
They had that fucking stupid ass bit where you had to guide the arrow using the PlayStation.
I love that
moving
bit.
Controls. Oh, so shitty.
It was shitty, but it was so much
garbage.
I absolutely loved it.
Anyway,
you know what game I used to play that I totally forgot about? Fucking Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors on the Game Boy.
Oh yeah, I have this shit right now. I have it in my I still have the disc. Dude,
that game is great.
I fucking love that game.
That was probably the only fighting game I ever played more than like 2 hours of back when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it's because it felt so cool. I now realize it was developed by Arc System Works, same people who do Dragon Ball Fighters.
That's fucking wild. Yeah. They were like, Dragon Ball Fighters like their second chance.
It's too fucking good.
Damn it.
Meanwhile,
Cameron. Oh, okay.
Is he back?
I'm back.
Yay. Yeah.
Super fucking Sonic. Was it Battle 20? Whatever the fuck.
No, Supersonic Warriors.
Yeah. So this is like their second chance.
Yeah, that game was a lot of I remember it being a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. It was I think it was missing like a lot of characters I wanted, which eventually got put into the second one. Like it didn't have Broly and stuff, and
yeah, I only played. I think I played a lot of Teen Gohan.
I definitely played a lot of Teen Gohan because you know what it was, the characters a lot of time were like as strong as they were canonically. Like their gameplay was just that much better than the other characters sometimes.
Fucking Goku.
Yeah, Goku it was in this weird area where you can kind of fight everybody.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, should we talk about what games we would like to see remaked? Or sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say let's find out what makes a bad remake.
I wanted to bring up one more remake that I think will kind of get us into it's remake kind of remaster. It's the Chrono Trigger for the DS, right?
Chrono Trigger?
Yeah, the DS.
Yeah, I have that. I'm actually playing through it right now.
Perfect. Okay, so you can basically just change the settings so it just plays exactly like the old games, but it also has modern stuff in it. It's got like extra shit.
Nice.
It's I don't know, just everything about it. Like it incorporates everything that was kind of missing from like the PS1 version or the older versions.
Sorry, it was you guys were cutting in and out.
No.
Yeah. No, it's really fun. I'm at the very beginning right now though.
So you doing what now?
What's up?
What'd you say? You just cut out on me. I might need to do the same.
Oh, I said I'm at the beginning right now.
He's at the beginning right now.
Okay.
Go ahead and leave and come back.
Yeah, let me leave and come back real quick.
Should I do the same or?
Yeah, probably.
Oh man.
All right.
And there we go. All right, had a little bit of technical difficulties.
I wasn't having an issue hearing you guys. Apparently you guys couldn't hear me.
Yeah, we were all me and DeShon were having issues with everyone else. So.
Yeah, I think it's just my fucking Wi-Fi. It's been struggling all day for some reason.
It's spotty. All
right, so what makes a bad remake?
Yeah, what makes a bad remake?
I feel like sticking too much to the original game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to kind of ride a fine line between like making it feel how people remember and making it exactly the same.
Yeah, because if it's exactly the same, why'd you remake it?
Yeah, not only that.
So, right, yeah. What was the point?
Yeah, especially when you have a remaster, right? Or
yeah.
God, yeah, I guess that's the best word. Like, when you have one of those, you have the chance to go and like refine all of the little tiny things that were like kind of nuisances, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not take that chance? Why would you just be like, well, here's the code. Let's just fucking make it run on a PS4 and say, job done.
I think a bad remaster is anytime they don't add any quality of life things.
Yeah. And you know what else? I'm going to put this in there. I think a bad remaster is when they don't add any optional shit. Like, if it is exactly the exact same game, why bother?
Right. Yeah.
You know, like
I'll just play the version I already have.
Yeah, like COD 4. I don't think they fucked with the campaign, but the multiplayer they added new guns, they added new skins, like they added new content, but you don't have to use any of it.
That's like the Chrono Trigger remake. Like they added new weapons. Like I think they added like a whole, like 2 classes of better weapons than from the original games. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
it's like
they add like 2 new bosses.
Yeah, and it's like if it's not, if you can go through the same, like go through the game and have the relatively same experience, I think that's like a win, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like I was talking about that on my stream.
But at the same time, if you're going through it and you're just like, yep, same as it was, you know, like, and there's no joy in it. It's more like, yep, this is exactly how it felt when I played it before, but now I've already played it, so you're kind of just sitting here like, yep, I could have just played the thing I had before.
Yeah, I feel like it should make the feel closer to what it is in your head rather than closer to what it is in the game. And like I was talking about this during my stream, which was, excuse me, I had like I'm kind of a Call of Duty elitist. I'm like, if you didn't play COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2, like what are you doing? But like,
I don't like Call of Duty at all.
Well, that's fine, cause.
I don't like shooters. I don't really like shooters in general.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's a preference, whatever. But it's like, what I was saying was, like, I would feasibly understand if someone said, like, I didn't play the original COD 4, but I played Remastered, and I really enjoyed it. And I'd be like, okay, you basically had the exact same multiplayer experience that I did when I was playing, right? Like, that is essentially the same game to me. It feels the same. It, like, most people aren't running around with the new guns. They're mostly using the old guns, so it's not like just, fucking COD 4 plus Infinite Warfare DLC or anything like that. It's just like, it feels like the same game. And so if it recreates the same, like, not really community, but like the same game feel as far as the multiplayer is concerned, I'm just like, if someone came up to me and was like, oh yeah, I played Modern Warfare Remastered, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I connect with you, because even though I played mostly COD 4, like, we still have that connection, it's like, it's the same feel. I like that.
Okay. I can understand that.
It allows new people to come in and not be fucking gatekept and told they suck ass by everyone else.
Oh, that happens anyway, but just like any other
true,
game.
but there's less impetus to be like, oh, but you don't know how it was back in the day, like with Smash Melee, like with Melee players who talk about how Melee's the best because it's why other Smash games suck ass because they're not Melee, because Melee was the top whatever fucking 20 years ago.
And it also originated everything that
right, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? Is that although they say Melee was the one who originated, like most of those things, I watch 64 Melee or Smash 64 combo videos, and damn, they do a lot of the similar things that they do in Melee.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you have to wonder if it's the players who found stuff out in Melee that was also in 64, or like if the actual thing was in Melee. Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? All right. So, what games do we want to see remastered? Is that
Modern Warfare 2,
Golden Sun.
Golden Sun. All right. Damn, you guys already had answers.
Dude, I was talking about this. I'm so hyped about this topic. Okay, like Modern Warfare 2. Like that is the game that I was gonna say put me on the map, but I'm still unknown as fuck. But like that is the game where like I shined, right?
Yeah.
And I would love to have basically the same, like I would love for them to do what they did to COD 4 and just have Modern Warfare 2 like remastered, just bring me all the shit, and then also just keep adding guns and shit, like I would love for the selection of Modern Warfare 3 to be combined into Modern Warfare 2, and then just like actually fuck it, you know what I want Modern Warfare 2.5. I want Modern Warfare 2. I want Modern Warfare 2 engine with like Modern Warfare 3 with all the Modern Warfare 3 guns and maps. Like that's what I really want. And like have all the Modern Warfare 2 shit in there too, and just let me play that game. And fuck, dude, I don't care if that's your next Call of Duty game for the next 5 years. You're making billions. Like you are making such an insane return on investment. Just fucking do it. Like I know what I'm talking about.
Battle Royale in it.
People have like this fucking gleam in their eye when they talk about the old Modern Warfare games. And if you did that shit, like you could just jack off on our faces and we wouldn't care. Like I'm serious. You would be making fuckloads of money.
Oh man. You know what game I want remastered? Pokemon Puzzle League. Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
no, fucking.
I mean,
that game is good enough as it is.
Well, we didn't really talk about all the fucking super dope ass Pokemon remasters.
There are quite a few.
Yeah, like Fire Red and Leaf Green,
Green,
Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Omega Ruby,
Alpha Sapphire. And then the Pokemon Let's Go games, even though they're kind of dumbed down, are also really fun.
Are they? That's what people were saying.
Yeah.
Even though I still don't consider those real Pokemon games.
I don't either.
I mean, they took out a lot of the random battling and replaced it with random catching, but it's like...
Yeah,
that's
Pokemon. Yeah, that's... Like, you're missing out on one of the best experienures in Pokemon.
You took out the core concept of the game.
There were literally like puzzles around getting around some of those trainers sometimes. Like, you're taking out one of the best parts of the game.
I mean, no, they have battles. They have battles between trainers, just not between wild Pokemon.
But like the fact that it is, you get poisoned in a random battle, and now you have to get back to the Pokemon place without.
And you know what? If you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, no battle is really a random battle in Pokemon. Yeah. You know, like, you're usually prepared for whatever's coming.
It's... Okay, whatever. Anyway. not
Still,
I think you guys are talking about different things than what I'm talking about. Because...
The random encounters.
Yeah.
Like, while walking around in bushes and stuff.
Yeah. They took those out.
The thing is, you only get into random encounters if you're walking in bushes, not in the street.
Well, now you can get random counters in the street. But, like, you can see the Pokemon now, which is cool.
I mean...
Sure.
I don't know. I don't... Because part of that is the surprise of what Pokemon you're about to see, you know?
Yeah.
Because one of the best things about fucking the Crystal and
is
Soul Silver,
Entei, Raikou,
them running around, you could just randomly bump into them, you know? Or like...
And you're like, oh shit, I don't have a Master Ball.
Right.
Oh, he's gonna roar and run away. What do I do?
Like third generation, Latios and Latias running around. You know, there's... Like, you're taking that... Like, part of the surprise... Even if it's like a shitty Pokemon, you know... The part of the surprise is like... part of the joy.
I don't have this one yet. That's always a good thing. Is that you run into a Pokemon and you're just like, I don't know what this one is.
Right.
See, that's like, I get that for experiencing a region for the first time, but we've done Kanto twice already, 3 times if you count Soul Silver or like the Silver and the Johto games, right? Like, there is no new Pokemon for people who played the game before. I would much rather be able to see what the fuck I'm running into. And if I don't want to catch it, I just want to avoid it. You know?
But part of the games is discovering what Pokemon are in an area.
But I already have that shit memorized.
But maybe, but
listen, motherfucker, I am Axel from Kingdom Hearts 2, alright? I got that shit memorized.
But do you? Because I didn't know for fucking years that you could get Pikachus in like that first little forest.
Viridian Forest? Yes, and there's only 3 patches in the entire fucking forest you can get them. There's the one by the entrance, the one by the exit, and the one the far right. And those are the only fucking places you can get
But it was a surprise when I started getting Pikachus. I'd already played the game for a long time.
My point is...
So what if you're running around somewhere and you're like, maybe something new is coming? You never know.
And also they're remastered, so you don't know if they changed anything.
Because they usually do. Like in Leaf Green and Fire Red, you could start getting fucking 3rd generation Pokemon.
Not until you get to the 4 island, 5 island, 6 island.
Yeah, but then the game opens up and becomes a whole new thing.
My point being...
And you're basically playing everything.
Our point is that it's really boring if you can just like see everything you're about to do.
And my point is that choice is important in a player's life.
I mean, there's a certain level of choice that you don't need.
Yeah, but this is not one of those times.
I think it is.
No, it isn't. Because this is one of the times where you're like, do I really want to waste more time on capturing another Pokemon? Do I really want to waste more time? I just want to get through this fucking forest.
But it's not just about capturing them. It's like, what if I want the experience?
And if you don't, there's a run button.
Like, what if this is a chance to level up a Pokemon and evolve them or something, you know? Like, it's not
then just you have that choice. Capturing them. It's no longer a random encounter in a fucking
I'd rather it be a random encounter.
I wouldn't. I'd rather be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. Because then I can make the active choice to do it.
And until we get a 3D platformer for Pokemon, I don't want that.
Oh, God.
As soon as we get a 3D platformer for Pokemon, I would love that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Then it's fine. Because then you're getting more detail, and it's the game is changing at that point. The game is really changing at that point. But I just want to be surprised. I don't want to see what's coming all the time.
It's like there's a Pokemon behind a tree. I see there's a Pokemon waiting to ambush me behind a tree. I guess I will go get ambushed.
Yeah, like the world feels like, I don't know, like it just feels like the world has more going on that way. Like that you could just run into anything, and it's always a surprise what you run into. Like there's, I don't know, like I don't want, at some point I don't want it to just be a game. I want it to be an experience.
Yeah, I can 100% agree with that. They're just like, well, fuck it, I'm done.
Well, no, because an experience for
like,
me,
I want it to be a game.
No,
yeah,
like
no, I know.
An experience for me is giving me choice. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want a game that, like, one of the biggest gripes I have with a lot of RPGs is random battles. Because, fuck you, I don't want to fight that. I don't care. I'm not invested in this battle. Why should I have to fight?
You know what?
That's
Here's
when
where
you
like Chrono Trigger kind of is the best of both worlds, because it has random encounters and it has encounters you can see and know are coming.
Yeah, exactly. And I like
also, almost every JRPG has an item that says "fuck random encounters."
Right? Yeah. Which I think the newer Pokemon games do. The older ones definitely did not.
Repel?
No, but
Yeah, no, they've had that since...
Well, I mean, like
or
a
it's a third
permanent.
generation.
I guess I mean a permanent item is what I mean.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. But it's just like I don't like Persona, for example, is a fucking great example where you can avoid basically every encounter if you really want to.
Yeah.
And like I don't, because I know I need to get those encounters. But I like the choice to be able to approach things how I want to, rather than like I'm walking and suddenly it's like I don't give a shit about my 47th Geodude.
I feel it, yeah,
matter.
because that does get old. I do like walking around like caves and shit, fighting a million fucking Zubats. That does get fucking old.
Yeah, like I like the choice to be able to avoid that. And it's
I
like
think in that situation, Pokemon would benefit from having you be able to see like the Zubats and Geodudes and shit in the caves. But I think in like grassy areas, then it should be more random. It's like it's like bugs flying in your face in a forest or whatever. So that is part of the experience, getting caught by surprise.
I guess this brings it more, like, being able to see the Pokemon brings it more in line with the anime. Because they could always see the Pokemon in the anime, basically. Unless they actually jumped out of the fucking, unless they jumped out of the grass. But it's like, a fucking... Also, there's some motherfucker with a leaf blower right outside my window.
Yeah, I can kind of hear. I was like, what is that noise?
Yeah, no.
You know what might fix this? If they have a short grass area and a tall grass area.
Or how about just
Where,
fucking give an option for which one you want to see. If you want random encounters, turn that shit off. And if you want to see what's coming, turn that shit on. Like, it can't be that hard.
That would work.
If they can do it where...
That to me is a real option. Like that, instead of just having it be one or the other.
Yeah.
Let you choose.
I mean, they obviously have it working where you can have them see it. How fucking hard would it be to just turn off all that shit and then just add a random encounter clicker like they've had in the old games? Like, I'm sure they could do that.
But
I believe it.
I see what you're saying. But at the same time, like, I don't want it to be like the anime. I think the anime has like some huge glaring issues that bother me, even as a kid. But that's probably because I played the games before I played the anime. So
Yeah.
My thing has always been how is Ash so bad?
That's just garbage.
Because he is every he's a Shinshin, basically, right? Like, he is every player who doesn't want to actively get better.
You're totally right. I want to just take care of my stupid little cute Pikachu and my Bulbasaur and my other garbage Pokemon.
That's fine if you want to be a breeder. If you want to be a friend to your Pokemon,
if you want to be a
great.
Brock motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, there's nothing wrong with wanting that. But you can't be like, I'm going to be the best trainer ever, and still send your Pikachu into fucking Geodudes.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much Iron Tail you use, shit ain't working.
Because he's going up against, like, some dudes who have, like, fully evolved, like, entire teams that are fully evolved, plus a legendary somewhere in there, Like,
yeah, and it's like, fucking...
people who give a fuck about being competitive trainers, and he's just kind of like, I'm going to use my cute little Pikachu and my Bulbasaur. And, like, the few he does have there...
does not work against fucking... What's that flying ground type?
Well, like,
there's like a fucking flying ground type in one of the newer generations. It's like a fucking squirrel. It's like, Guess electricity doesn't work in session.
Yeah.
Oh, Anyways.
Fucking Ash.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So,
not cool. It's lame.
It is.
yeah. No, I'm just like, I'm done with Pokemon. I stopped playing Pokemon once I lost my crystal.
I always come back to Pokemon because it's.
I do too. Like I didn't play the new, was it Sun and Moon 2 or whatever the fuck they were called, because I
Ultra
guess
Sun, Ultra Moon.
Yeah, those names, which are not good, but that's another thing that kind of bothers me about Pokemon. The names aren't really kind of creative or following in line with like a theme anymore. Sometimes, like now they're just like Black 2, White 2, you know.
Well, I mean, there's Sword and Shield now.
Yeah, what's it going to be? Fucking Gun? I don't think so.
Real talk, for the comprehensive version, can we get fucking Pokemon Gun? I'd be down.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, finally they're following back along with their theme, you know, because
I was gonna say the Sword and Shield, probably the combination of the two will be Knight.
I would say,
but that's not like what they're setting up. Like that doesn't really.
I know, but like that's the closest thing I could think of. If someone were to combine Sword and Shield, it'd be Knight.
yeah.
It'll be like Arrow or some shit, or fucking, I don't know, Catapult.
Pike.
Oh, it's Pokemon Spear.
Oh, is it?
Probably.
Yeah, okay, I can see that too. Yeah.
It's simple. It's something kids can understand.
I like Sun and Moon because the legendary Pokemon made sense. You know, one's like the aspect of the sun, the other's the aspect of the moon. Oh, the names make sense. Fucking finally. But, like,
they do, but then it's just Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and not like Pokemon Eclipse or something. You know.
Yeah, like I would have liked one comprehensive, like they did with Platinum. You know.
Yeah, they're starting to get greedy because now there's Black 2 and White 2 and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and instead of it just being one game that kind of has both the best of both worlds from the other games, plus some extra stuff like Crystal or Emerald would have.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon have more content than the original games.
Yeah, but it's separated into two games for some reason. Like that's the problem. Like it doesn't need to be.
I'm curious to see.
I know a game I want remastered. I figured it out.
Okay.
Brave Fencer Musashi. The first one.
I was gonna say, because don't you remember that shitty sequel?
Not the sequel. I want the original one remastered.
What's fucked up about that sequel is that I think he has cooler weapons in the sequel, but
he does.
But
it's a shitty game. Yeah, he looks different.
He looks edgy in 90s.
Yeah, and I'm like, you were this short little stubby kid.
Yeah, now he's got these weird long ass limbs.
Yeah, now you look like In-you-asha, but I hated In-you-asha so fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Can you say that one more time?
I hated the show known as In-you-asha.
What was it called?
In-you-asha.
You mean In-you-asha?
In-you-asha.
Want to say it one more time for us, buddy?
In-you-asha.
That's just wrong.
I'm fucking the girl named Asha. I'm in her.
I mean, I wouldn't be so mad, but like, the Inu part of his name is kind of important.
Yeah,
I know.
Inu.
As in, you know,
dog.
In-you-asha.
In-you-asha, yes. In-you-asha.
I'm just gonna make an executive decision. We're gonna end the podcast here before I choke somebody.
Sounds like a plan.
Also, that's the title of the podcast. Whatever you put up as the title of the podcast, Cameron, I will change it to that. So
what, In-you-asha?
Say it one more time.
In-you-asha.
Thank you.
Oh. It hurts me right in my heritage, dude.
Oh boy, I love pronouncing things wrong.
For the record, I like In-you-asha. I thought it was a good
Arigato.
You guys can fucking you can find me on Twitter and fucking real_CS and fucking Twitch and YouTube at Kim's like, fuck this, I'm out.
You can find me at Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter, the Urban Buddha on Twitch. I'll probably be streaming Dark Souls 3 pretty soon. I don't have Sekiro yet. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Alright.
And you can find me at I Press the Buttons on YouTube, and I Press the Buttons on Twitch, and at Cameron Snowden on Twitter. And as always, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yourself. Have a good day.
Oh.
In-you-asha!